Hi friends, welcome to WebChamp. In this video, I'm going to discuss Power BI architecture. So let's see how Power BI suite is designed and what are the different components of Power BI suite, and how they are connected to each other, or what is the use of each of the part. Okay. So basically, this image shows the various parts of Power BI and how they are connected. Okay. So the main component of Power BI architecture is Power BI Desktop, which you need to install on your system. If you go to the Google and say Power BI Desktop download, yes, you will see the link to download it. Okay, and you can download that. Then Power BI service. This is another cloud platform. Okay, that is you just simply need to enter the link of service and you will be able to access the service, but for that you need credentials, okay, or paid access. Then there is something called Power BI mobile app. If any person wants to view the reports from mobile, they would be able to view the reports and dashboards from mobile. Okay, then there is something called Power BI report builder. Okay, if someone wants to build the report, pixelized, traditional, and structured reports, so they can do the same thing in Power by using Power BI report builder. Also, this is a separate tool. Okay, actually, this is not integrated in the Power BI desktop. This is another tool. But yes, the way we can use the Power BI to generate the reports, dashboards, the same thing we can do with the help of Power BI report builder also. Then Power BI report server. If any of the company don't wants to use the Power BI service for the data security purpose or data confidentiality, they can use Power BI report server also. Okay, so let's understand what we can do with the Power BI desktop first. So it is a main component of Power BI suite. Okay, and it is free desktop application. Anyone can install this application on their system and they can use it. Okay, for Power BI desktop, you don't need to have the license and all, but yes, if you want to use the service, you need to pay for it. So basically, Power BI is used for the data analysis, business intelligence professionals. Okay, by these business intelligence peoples will use these tools. Okay, and what are the? I mean, it provides us a different features. Okay, not only the one, but here I just shown only one that we are able to connect with the source. So if you look at this arrow, okay, so this arrow representing we can do the connections with various data sources from Power BI desktop. Okay, this is what the first feature of Power BI desktop. Then apart from this, it has many features. You can transform the data, you can model the data, you can create the interactive visuals in a Power BI desktop itself. Then if you want to create the reports and dashboards, that is also possible. And once the everything is ready, you can publish the reports on Power BI service. Okay, so you can directly publish the reports on Power BI service. But how this is going to work? Obviously, whatever the credentials you have, that credentials you need to log in with the service also and in the desktop also. Okay, so let me show you this part. Okay, so for example, this is a Power BI desktop tool. I installed on my system. I opened one instance of this, and here if you go to the get data, you can see that there are many options. Even if I click on the more, it has lots of options to connect with the various sources, and you can connect to that source simply by entering the credentials and if required, okay, credentials. Otherwise you can give the specific information, and it will get connected. In Power BI has the capability to read the data directly. Either it may be a file, it may be a cloud, it may be a database, or any other kind of files also. Even it may be a structured, unstructured, semi-structured data. Yes, Power BI is able to connect with that data sources. Then once the data gets loaded into the Power BI, okay, what will happen? So if I simply select this connector, and if I say this, select the file, and just I'm loading the data, so I can show you how the transformation works. Okay, so once we get connected to the source, and if you say transform data, so the Power Query editor will open, and here you have lots of options to perform the transformation. So what you can do, you can simply go and select the columns, or remove the columns, then select the rows, remove the rows. Then you can perform the group by operations, like we create the pivot tables and summarize the data in Excel. Similarly, you can perform that kind of operations here. Then you can join the multiple tables, okay, like we perform the join in SQL. Here also you can perform the joins by using merge query option. If you want to join the tables one below another, you can use the append query options. If you want to load the files from folder, also multiple files from folder in one go, and append the data, so there is a way. Okay, you just select the folder connector and append, use the combine files. Okay, so there are many. Okay, not this, but yes, if you want to transpose the data, if you want to pivot and unpivot the data, you can do that also. After that, it has many options to format your text type data, date type data, and date and time type data. Okay, if you want to add the custom columns, index columns, even if you want to create duplicate columns, so there are ways. It has features. Okay, and we can use that part also. So this is all about the data transformation once the data gets loaded into the Power BI report. Okay, this will take time. So you have to say, once you are done with the operations, you have to say close and apply. So then data will be loaded into the Power BI model. Okay, so here you can see the table names, and then you can create the visuals on this also. Okay, let's go and simply create the one bar chart or clustered column chart. Okay, it's depends how you want to do, but yet yes, it provides a simply drag and drop features to create the visuals. What I did, I simply go to the visualization pane here. Okay, and I have simply selected one of the visual from this list. Okay, so Power BI has 3 panes on the right side. Okay, first one is filter pane. If you want to filter the data, you can bring the any specific field in this pane and apply the filter. If you want to select the visuals, you can go and select the visualizations. If you want to go and view the data, select the data, so there is a data pane. So all your data comes here and you can see it. So this is not actually the data. Okay, this is just a metadata. You can see the column information, measures, and all in this data pane. Even if you have created a calculated column, so all those things will reflect here. Okay, then how to view the data? Okay, suppose someone wants to view the data, so you can go to the this tab. There is a, so on the left side you can see there are 3 views: report view, data view, and model view. So in report view you can only see the visualizations, whatever the visuals you have created. In data view you can only see the data. Okay, there are many other options to perform the add the column, create the some calculations, and if you want to create new tables from the existing tables, you can go for that also. Then there is something called modeling. Okay, it allows you to view the relationship between various tables. Even not only the view, but yes, you can define the relationship also, and you can make the changes to that relationship as per the requirement. Okay, so once the model is ready, meaning data transformation is done, data connectivity is done, then relationship has been done. You will go and create the report. Okay, so what I will do, I will simply bring the country here. Okay, and what I want is I wanted to see the sum of sales by country on chart. Okay, so in this way, charts will simply gets created in a Power BI. What I did, I simply dragged the fields here on the chart and it automatically picked whatever it wants, however it wants. Okay, so in x-axis countries will go automatically in y-axis. So why? Because you have selected this chart. Okay, if I make the changes and if I select the bar chart, you can see that it will get automatically changed. Okay, so this is how it works. So this feature is amazing in Power BI. You don't need to think about it where to drag the fields. Simply pick the fields and drag on the visuals. It will create the visuals for you. Okay, someone may wants to create the pie charts. So in this way, you can create the pie charts. Just change. Okay, if you want to go for the donut charts, this is how it looks. Okay, so country is very big field with respect to that to create the pie chart and all. So instead of that, what I will do, I will select, let's say, segment. I wanted to see the segment wise sum. So these are the four segments. Okay, three segments are there actually. Three colors are there for each. So you can see in the legend also. So there are representation of segment by color. Okay. So once you are done with the all your things, all your report generations by going through all the steps. So I meanwhile I talked connectivity is the first step, then transformation is another step, then creating the relationship between models is a third step. Okay, then creating the visuals is the fourth steps. Okay, you can generate the reports. Here you can create the multiple pages of this report by simply clicking on this plus button, and you will see it adds more pages and you can create the reports. Once you are done, go and simply save the file. Okay, so if I say save as, and I will say so demo dot okay, demo.pbix. Okay, I will save this file with their name. So once I save the file, it enables me to publish the report. Okay, publish the report, but where? As I said, yes, this has a feature to publish. It will get connected. Okay, whatever the credentials you used here for the login in the desktop, Power BI desktop application, the same credentials will be there on service also, meaning the account is created. Okay, obviously it should be there in organization. This is how it works. And what but yes, for that purpose you need access. So someone will be there, they will give the access, and then what you need to do, you need to simply click on the publish. Okay, you will see the list of some names. What is this? So this is destination. These are the folders on cloud. I will say I will select the demo and I will say select. Okay, it will go and publish this report on the service. From there, anyone can access this report. Anyone can access from your organization. Whoever has access, okay, not this is publicly available, but the person who has access for that workspace, that folder, or that site, so he would be able to view that. Okay, let's not close this. Let's say if I bring to service. So service is cloud based. So what you need to do, you need to simply go and search for apps.powerbi.com. You will be redirected to the home page. This is what a home page. Okay, if you have not signed, it will prompt for the sign in. But you can see that I have used the same credentials here, right? And if I refresh this, so the changes whatever I made to this will comes. Okay, and there is something called workspace. If you go here, so here you can see that we have published that report on the demo, right? If I click here on the demo, you can see that some time before I publish this report. Okay, it's today's date before 2 minutes. Right? So the reports will come, but here when reports come, okay, it will be separated in the form of report and data set. In the form of report and data set. Fine. So it happens automatically while we publish the reports every time on the cloud. Your data set will be separate, your reports will be separate. Whatever you see in the visualization, that will goes to the report, and whatever is there in the form of data, so that will be here. But yes, we will make the changes to this. Okay, we will not be able to do lots of changes like here, but few changes we can do. Okay, so in cloud, okay, what we can do, we can schedule the refresh. In Power BI service, what we can do, we can schedule the refresh. Okay, you can perform the data refresh operation from here also. Okay, and since the data is sitting into my local system, okay, it is difficult, okay, until and unless you have the another tool or another software installed on your system. That software is called Power BI Gateway. Okay, until and unless you install these, and the gateways, if the gateway is not running on your system, you will not be able to refresh your Power BI reports from Power BI service, meaning from the cloud. If I hit this, it will start refreshing and it will get connected to the file which I have loaded while from my system. Okay, so actually this is the use of Power BI Gateway. So gateway is used to connect with your service and your local machines. Okay, on premises data sources, that we can say. On premises meaning the data which is sitting on your computer. Okay, there are many parts also. Okay, it can be on premises server and all. It depends. On premises databases will be there. So in case of company, this happens. But for the example, since I'm using from my computer, so I will say on premises as on my local machine. So what are the various features Power BI service allows? First, it allows you to publish the reports from desktop to Power BI service. Okay, then you can perform the data refresh operations. Yes, you can perform the data refresh operation. Then collaboration, multiple users can collaborate on the same reports and dashboards simultaneously. So on the service, not on the Power BI desktop. Okay, then you can share, obviously you can give the access of this site to the people from your organization, and they would be able to view these reports. Even on service also, you can create the dashboards from the multiple reports. You can create the single page dashboard. What is the difference between report and dashboard? So dashboard is single page, report is in detail. Then again on service, you have a feature called Q&A and natural language processing. So you can simply ask the questions to Power BI in English language, and yes, it has the ability to understand your question and generate the response accordingly. It will generate the visuals and values for you. So Power BI service can be accessed in mobile apps also. Okay, from service you can integrate the Power BI others platforms such as Power Apps, then Power Automate, then SharePoint, and many other applications. Okay, these are the directly, meaning these are the integrated. You can directly use. You don't need to do some extra work for that. Then yes, Power BI services, it provide the data security features. Okay, you can you implement the row level security. Row level security is one of the technique to filter the data while based on the users. Okay, So I will discuss that part in row level security of my video. So these are the features that service providers we can do on the service also. And as I said, gateway is one of the software that we need to have on our local machine to refresh the data from cloud. Otherwise, cloud will not be able to make the connections with your local files. If you are loading or you have connected with the clouds, another cloud sources as a data source, then we don't need gateway. We need a gateway for the on-premises data sources only. Okay. Once the report gets published, it can be accessed through the desktop by using the links, whatever the links you will share. So you can go and share your service link or your service link, and even the peoples who has access, they can view the reports from the mobile also. So this is how the entire structure, Power BI structure works. Okay. Then I made to talk about the what is the Power BI report builder in detail. Okay. So let's understand what is mean by report builder. So basically, there is a one separate tool that you can use to create the reports. Okay. That is not integrated in the Power BI. That is not available in the Power BI suite, but yes, you can install that separately. And the purpose of that is same. Okay. You can create the traditional pixel perfect and structured report that can be printed or maybe exported in the various format. Okay. And for like desktop, okay, we can create the paginated report here. We can design and layout. You can meaning we can form the layout also as per the requirement, arrange the layout. Then data sources. Okay. Report builder also allows you to various data sources. Then it has the features. Okay. Report builder has features like Excels. Okay, we can have the formulas and we can use the expressions to perform the calculation, manipulation, even for report generation. Okay, in report builder, this is another tool. Okay, that tool is sometimes referred. Okay, with the another name, that is what called SQL Server Reporting Service. Okay, that is one of the feature. Yes, we can use the tool for the report builder for the data visualization, and we can export the paginated reports for the various format. Okay, including PDF, Excel, and Words. So that is also fine. And we can easily integrate with the Power BI. So this tool can be integrated, but again, this is I think another paid version. Then Power BI reporting server. Okay, service we have done. So now what is Power BI reporting server? Okay, not service. So this is one of the component of Microsoft Power BI. Okay, when peoples or organization don't wants to use the Power BI service for the security reason. Okay, so what they can do, they can use the Power BI report servers. The servers which are installed on their premises. Okay, for the data security purpose. Okay, but the main reason is they may don't want to give the access to the data outside of the organization, even for the Microsoft also. So again, in the reporting server, what we can do, this is what we can say, that on premises reporting, like Power BI service, it provides the features users can uh, connect with the sources, refresh the reports. Okay, but it has limited features. Not all the features like Power BI service we can have. And when you go for the Power BI report server, you need another cost, okay, extra cost for the Power BI premium versions. Okay, this works for the premium, only for the premium access, and security and authentication will be there, okay, as an window authentication. So these are the kinds of features that Power BI report server provide. So it is very similar to the Power BI service, but this is optional, okay. The people who don't have access to the Power BI service, they can use these tools, meaning they, if it depends upon the organization, okay, what they wants to do, what they wants to use for the sharing purpose. But yes, so these are the components of, these are the parts of Power BI, and the data or the process is like what I have discussed. Now let's see how we can go and install. Okay, so if I simply create the new window, or if I search here Power BI download, okay, so you will get redirected to this site, Microsoft sites, and from here you can download these tools. Okay, if you want to download a desktop application, you can download. If you want to download a mobile application, just click on these stores and you will get that. Even if you want to install the gateway, yes, gateway is simply needs to install. Okay, you don't have to do anything in the gateway. Just install and enter the credentials, whatever the credentials you used in the service, and it will get connected, okay, with your system through the gateway. The service, Power BI service, will get connected, okay. Then there is something called on premises reporting with the Power BI server reports. About that I just talked. Then there is something called Power BI report. So whatever the components you want, you can install on this from this link on your system as per the requirement and access, okay. So desktop is free, mobile application is also free, but for other tools you need to pay the, okay, this first data premises, obviously you need a Power BI service to use that. Okay, so this is all about the Power BI architecture. I hope you like the content of this video. Thank you so much for watching the video. Have a nice day. Please do not forget to subscribe webcam.